Hey everyone, your random geek here, and it's been about a week with my iPhone 6s. If you've not seen the unboxing, check that out first if you're interested. But anyway, if you're here, let me tell you, this is the review for my new daily driver, which is the iPhone 6s. I have the 16GB model in the space grey. Is this phone really that different from last year's iPhone 6? Is it worth your money? Let's find out. So let's start from the beginning and go over the design of the phone. The phone more or less is identical to the iPhone 6 which released last year, which is a good thing. You will be familiar with your device. But well, apart from that, there are a few minor changes as well. Now on the left we do have the iPhone 6 which does have the FCC brandings and no S logo, whereas on the right we have the brand new iPhone 6s which does have the S badge and also no FCC logos. Also, the new iPhone is made from a new 7000 series aluminium which does ensure your phone's not bending that easily. The button layout is the same on the iPhone 6 and 6s, although the iPhone 6s is slightly heavier, taller and thicker. The phone is still having a metal back with curved edges, which does mean it does get slippery in the hand and quite slippery. But well, we got you covered. Get it? Covered? Yeah, I think that was lame. Anyway, you can use a skin without compromising the slim form factor of your phone. It does protect it from scratches, but be sure it won't save it from drops. But if you're one of the clumsy ones and you know you're gonna drop it, use a case, it hurts less. Now next up is Apple's super fast, bloody awesome, amazingly badass Touch ID. At least that's what I call it. You've heard that the Touch ID is fast. How fast is it? That fast. You wanna see me do it again? I'll do it again. How fast is the new Touch ID? That fast. Although sometimes it can be a problem if you just wake up your phone by the home button to see a notification, it's gone. It is what you are on the inside that defines you. And that's the same case with the iPhone 6s. So one may wonder what is the S for this year. And again, like the 3GS, Apple did say S stood for speed. This year again, we can say it's definitely speed. Something Apple didn't mention this year is that the phone has 2 gigs of RAM this year, which means your basic apps do not need refreshing anymore, and it's a way smoother experience. The phone has a dual core processor which on scores actually is beating some laptops out there, so one can actually go out and say it is one of the best performing phones right now. But if only Apple could make a perfect phone. Well, this year again there's a smaller battery and everyone hates the battery life on an iPhone. But well, on paper, while the battery is smaller, the battery life is about the same and will get you through the whole day. But heavy usage does kill it faster. Now next up we do have the display. The phone has a 4.7-inch screen size with a 1334 by 750 resolution. Now that's the same as last year, but what's new here is that under the screen there are new sensors which can detect how hard you're pressing, so they're pressure sensitive. And that's what Apple is claiming to be the biggest feature this year on the new iPhone, the 3D touch. So 3D touch basically allows you to press harder on your phone to access certain shortcuts. As you can see right here, I can access my most recent contacts. And well, it's not a long press. If you long press, your icons will wiggle, and that's just it. Something 3D touch allows you to do is peek and pop, which is basically if you press lightly, you can peek into what you want to see, and if you touch harder, it opens up that particular action. Another amazing addition this year is a brand new camera sensor, and now we have a 12 megapixel camera instead of an 8. The optics of the phone nearly remain the same. It's what's inside. We have a new sensor which is now 12 megapixels, which means higher resolution pictures. The dual tone LED flash on the back still remains the same. The camera, as any iPhone camera, takes great pictures and urges you to click more. It has the most natural looking colors out of all the phones I've used till date, and well, on first glance you may not notice a major difference between the iPhone 6 and 6s camera, but while you edit, you will definitely see it. Here are just a few samples from what I clicked today from this camera, and well, you can see the colors are quite neutral, and well, it has a good shallow depth of field. This year we have a new addition called Live Photos, which I'll just activate, and what this does is after you've clicked a picture, just a few moments before and after, the camera is still capturing, and well, you get these GIF kind of effects, and if you 3D touch on them, you can see that it moves. Live Photos records both sound and visuals, so it's quite fun to watch later, but anyway, it is a gimmick. Even the front camera has been updated from 1.2 to 5 megapixels now, and we have something called a retina flash, which basically brightens the screen up to 3 times more than normal while you're clicking a selfie. That means low light selfies can look usable. One of the last new features is that Siri is always on. As you can see, I'm not using my hands, and just by saying "Hey Siri," I can give commands to the phone, and it's really fast. And also it's fun to play around with, so you can see the stupid question I asked it. Also, it's pretty useful when you quickly want to Shazam a song by just saying "Hey Siri, what song is playing?" In my opinion, if you are using anything under an iPhone 6, it'll be a great change for you. But if you're already using an iPhone 6, there's not much you're missing out on. And well, there are a few features that if you like them on the iPhone 6s, you can get it on the iPhone 6 via jailbreak. As of now, you can get an iPhone 6s 16GB for $62,000. If you're not ready to shell out that much as of now, you can easily get the iPhone 6 16GB under $40,000 in India. But if you really want, there are many tweaks available on Cydia that you can use on your iPhone 6 to make it feel like an iPhone 6s. Disabling some animations does make the Touch ID seem faster. Tweaks like 4C do replicate the feeling of having 3D touch on your device, even though it's not actually pressure sensitive but a long press. If you're one of the people who really like live photos, there's a tweak for that, although iOS 9.1 update does give it to the iPhone 6 users as well. And just like our drink, this video does come to an end now. And well, if you enjoyed it, it would be great if you could go right now and just press that like button. Please do subscribe. It just takes a second and you won't regret it because you will get every single video I make right there in your newsfeed. So anyways, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for more. Your Random Geek signing off.